Hi, my name is Joe,
And I'm Fernando.
and this is the Digital Addiction Empire. And today we will be talking about one of my favorite movies, The Dark Knight. Dun dun. The Joker.
And here we go.
Before we get started on the story, I just wanted to reminisce, like when I was in theaters. I don't know what movie I was watching, but I saw the teaser for this movie, and all it did was basically like show like the Batman symbol, and all you heard was like the Joker's voice, and like I got goosebumps, man. And I was like, oh crap.
That's how a teaser is supposed to be.
Goosebumps, tease you. You don't have to give away the whole movie.
Yeah.
But I mean, I was like, oh crap, man. And then they showed like the actual trailer where they showed him like like sitting in the jail cell, like all like that was crazy. And I think I heard like some girl in like the theater being like, ooh. But
And that's what I was doing for like a very long time. Just keep looking back at those trailers all the time because it's epic, man. It's crazy.
yeah, this is like one of my favorite movies, and it basically it takes place right after the Batman Begins, where like you kind of got the hint that like, oh, Commissioner Gordon tells him that this guy has a calling card and he escaped, and it's like the Joker, the Joker card. And basically this movie starts off with Batman taking down the mob. Basically Commissioner Gordon's working with Harvey Dent, a new character being brought into this movie, and they're trying to take down the mob and their money and all this. And then meanwhile, the Joker is kind of there, and he's like robbing banks and crap, doing the Joker stuff.
Yeah, another cool part, about that opening scene, the bank when he first introduced to the Joker.
Yeah, so
What does it kill you? Makes you stranger.
so basically the mob is like, all right, we got a problem, Batman, the money, hiding our money from the feds. And basically they're giving a proposition to hide their money in like China or something.
Yeah.
And basically the Joker just comes in, I don't know how this Joker just came into like the mob or whatever, and all these people have guns, and he's like, ha ha, and I thought my jokes were bad. And then they're like, what the heck, man, kill this guy. And he has like all these like bombs and grenades on him. He's like,
Let's not blow this out of proportion.
This is amazing, man. And basically he's like, your problem is Batman, and I'll handle that problem. I'll kill Batman. You just give me half. Half of all the mob's money. And they're like, what, is this guy crazy? And then basically they try to hide all the money in like China or whatever, and then Batman basically finds that guy that's hiding all their money, and basically the mob is given no choice, and they have to hire the Joker to kill the Batman.
Yeah.
And this is when the Joker basically takes over the movie and starts doing all his crazy crap, kidnapping people. He wants the Batman to give up his identity, so he can like find him and kill him. So he starts threatening people, and he says every day people will die, until the Batman, reveals who he is. And so he starts killing like judges and like mayors and
pretty much the high people.
Yeah, it's just like crazy how he gets away with killing these people. And
it's the Joker, man.
Yeah, then there's like jokes behind it, will the real Batman please stand up or whatever. So I mean, yeah, and then the Batman ends up like finding him at the end and capturing him, and all along, Harvey Dent is going through this thing of with April, I believe, who's Bruce Wayne's love interest.
Yeah.
But she's like with Harvey Dent, and then like she ends up getting killed, and that really like doesn't make him depressed, man. It turns him to like somebody else.
Yeah,
because he gets his face all burnt, and he becomes basically
changes him all emotionally,
Two-Face.
man. He just goes crazy.
Yeah, so
especially with like how when the Joker goes visits him in jail. I mean, excuse me, in the hospital.
Yeah.
So he just ravels him up,
Yeah, he becomes Two-Face. So, yeah, and then that's pretty much what happens in this movie.
And cool too, and then you get like in the beginning too, you get a taste of what was his name? Scarecrow too.
Oh yeah, he's in the beginning a little bit. I
Yeah.
like that how they kind of like brought him in, because
Yeah.
technically he was never captured. He just got tasered in the face and he got away. And that's what I liked about this trilogy too. They kind of like continue off where the last movie, left off. It wasn't
Yeah.
like, oh no, we don't know what happened to that person. They just don't say anything.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, man, we need some closure here. Like just let him capture him real quick in the opening scene. The introduction of Batman, and that was kind of cool too because they had him in his original suit. A lot of the like 4 first Batman movies, they just had him changing suits in every single movie, and they're like, okay, what is this? Different actors, different Batmans, different suits, different Batcaves, and it's just like these aren't really sequels, but they are sequels because they're different villains.
Yeah.
And then they had him bring back his Batman Begins suit, and then he goes to Morgan Freeman, to get a new suit, and so I kind of like that too.
Yeah.
So what are your likes of this movie?
Of course, everyone's probably gonna know is the Joker. It's like I know a lot of people were like pretty upset in somewhat way, like when they found out Heath Ledger was being cast as a Joker, But once they saw it, man, it was pretty epic. It's like I guess by far one of the best Jokers ever portrayed on screen. Some people would say Jack Nicholson, Some people would say, I don't know, Jared Leto or what, I don't know, but
I don't know who's saying that.
so I don't know. And it's like, yeah, man, the Joker's the main focal point of this film. It's just, in my opinion, it's just like it sucks to see him when Heath Ledger passed away. That was pretty sad.
Yeah.
So, what is yours, man?
I'm gonna have to go with the Joker too. I mean, I would have to say he's probably one of the best villains in movies of all time. Besides like maybe Darth Vader. I mean, like his performance was like incredible, and I just loved how they basically like everything he said was like a quote. I love everything he said. It's just like, it was just awesome. And it's just like it goes into his insanity. From scene to scene, how it goes throughout the movie. How he's like talking about his scars. You want to know how I got these scars, and then he basically like tells a different story to different people.
I was about to say that, yeah.
He takes the blade in my mouth. Let's put a smile on that face, and then he talks about how like, and my wife said you should smile more or whatever. So basically he's insane. He's crazy. He's telling like people how he got his scars on his face. But he's telling a different story every time, and it just goes into his insanity, how he's crazy, and nobody really knows how he got those scars, but he's just telling a story different every time, So it's just crazy how that Joker, how the Joker that we love was like taken to like a realistic, crazy person, And then he, at the end of the movie, he even admits, like, I don't want to kill you, you're too much fun, why would I want to kill the Batman,
Yeah. Madness is like gravity. All it takes is a little push.
So,
and then he does his laugh.
his laugh. I mean, but it's just like, he just makes this movie, I love Batman, I love his villains, but, just because, like, this performance was so good, this is one of my favorite movies of all time, So, yeah. Did you have any dislikes of this movie?
Hey, dislikes. For me, none so far. maybe if I rewatch it again, think about it, I probably will. But right now, I can't really think of anything on the top of my head. Just thoroughly, just like the Joker, man. It's his main part. He's awesome.
Yeah.
You, man?
I don't really have too much of dislikes. I would have to say just like Harvey Dent. How he becomes Two-Face. He's kind of like a subplot, and we just see Two-Face briefly. He's pretty much like towards the end of the movie. You kind of see him interact with some other gangsters and stuff, but he doesn't really like become like that villain. He doesn't really do anything against Batman besides like hold a hostage. But I would say as the trilogy as whole, as this series went, it worked out because of all the villains that they brought in throughout the trilogy. He didn't really take over a movie, which I don't think that would really make sense, especially in this trilogy.
Yeah.
But Yeah, I think it's just a small dislike. But other than that, what was your rating for this movie?
My rating now, just thinking about how epic the Joker was and all that. Yeah, I'll give it about a 10 now. Yeah, my rating was different before, but now I'll give it a 10.
I'm gonna have to give it a 10 out of 10 too. This is one of my favorite movies. I mean, just the realism of Batman and the Joker. You know what went on throughout this movie. It was very well written, very well directed. You know, the action scenes were good. You know, the stakes were high. You know, the basically like the progression of characters in this movie were really really good. You know,
Yeah.
so even like Batman goes through his like internal things of like of his love interests and stuff. So I mean, 10 out of 10, man.
Yeah, just going over this interview, I mean, this review of this film is just like, it's making me want to watch it now. It's like, it's just crazy. Just like I say, man, I could watch this over and over again because mainly because of Heath Ledger, his acting ability for the Joker was phenomenal, man. It was just beyond expectations, you know. It was awesome.
Yeah, I don't know how many times I've seen this movie. I've seen a lot. I saw it like 4 times in theaters, and then like I just watched it like almost every single night before I went to bed. when it came out to like Blu-ray or whatever.
Yeah, man, it's just overall it's an awesome movie.
Yep.
All right, man.
All right.
Anything else?
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, we said it all.
This is the Digital Addiction Empire. That was The Dark Knight. Comment below what you think about this movie. Is this your favorite of the trilogy? What did you think about the Joker? Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.